Alright, so I'm back and I made my stencil I designed. So it says Mrs. Claus's Cookie, you know, just the hyphen, Cookie Company. I put a rolling pin, a whisk, a spoon, a wooden spoon, and then established 1812. Why I picked that date, I have no idea, but I did. So I'm just trying to center it on here, so I think that that looks pretty good. I did the middle, which is about 11, a little over 11, and then the middle of that, so that should be good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Stop and Shop card, and I'm just going to try to get this as flat as possible on here. And then once I peel it off, just looking for a pair of scissors because I'm going to cut this extra off to make it simpler. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this excess off. Okay. I don't want to spill this. I have to make another loaf of my Guinness beer soap. So that's my measured out lye. I have my Guinness beer in the container here. I'm just letting it sit overnight to get the fizz out. That's my cat crying. Sparky! Now when you see any of the black vinyl that does not stick, you definitely need that to stick, because when you stencil, you need that to be part of the red. You don't want that. You don't want that coming off. So you just want to rock it back and forth. I'm just going to do these real quick. Like so. And I'm going to do white paint on this. This still doesn't want to stick. Okay. There might be some imperfections in the wood, so it might be a little bumpy. There we go. Now you could always save this and do another stencil with it. I usually throw them out, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty and you have a lot of things to do and you're almost out of the transfer paper, you want to try to save as much as you can. Alright, so I'm just gonna push down. And then I'm gonna get my paint and start to stencil. Alrighty, so I have my stenciling brush here that I got from Michael's. And it was like $8, but I used the 50% off coupon. I actually just went in for that, and so I got it for like $4. And I'm using the Plaster Waverly Chalk Paint. And so I have some paint on this piece of paper here. And what I'm just going to do is tap it like that. And then I'm going to start to tap onto the stencil, like so. You can use a paintbrush for this, you can use a sponge, but I happen to like using the stencil brush. I think it comes out nicer. So I'm just going to continue to stencil this whole thing. Sparky, no meow. No outside, it's freezing. No. He'll cry all night for hours and hours. I call him Crybaby Cat. Alright, so you get the point how I'm doing this. And then I'm going to let it dry for about an hour before I peel it off. And then I'll show you the next step to putting the hooks and how I'm going to hang the cookie cutters from it. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. So this is dry enough now where I can take it off. So I'm just going to start to peel it. So, see how easy it comes off. Now with my weeding tool, what I'm going to do is go into the places where all these little vinyl pieces that are inside the letters need to come out. And this weeding tool I got at Michael's. Very inexpensive. My Cricut machine I actually got from HSN. And it was a Today Special value. And it was... I have the Explore. And, so it's not a newer machine, it's an older one. But it still does the job. One of these days I will get the newer one. But for now, that's fine. What I have, it works just great. If I can find this other little piece here somewhere. There we go. And, yeah, and they always have like flex payments that you can pay it off. You know, over 6 months, like 6 flex payments, 5 flex payments, you know, whatever they happen to have. So I think I was able to pay it off over 6 months. And that's just with your regular debit card. So if you're looking to get a Cricut Machine and you don't have all the money at once, just go over to HSN and see what they have there and how many flex pays, and you could just do it with your regular debit card from your bank, and they take it out every month, so it works out real well. All right, so I'm loving the way that this looks. So now what I'm gonna do is, I already pre-tied a few of these strings onto my cookie cutter, so I'm gonna be hanging a Christmas tree, a snowman, a polar bear, and a snowflake. So what I did was, I just took the string and doubled it, and then I'm just gonna put it through like so, and then just tie a knot. And you really don't want them to be hanging all the same size, the length rather. You want them, you know, staggered. That adds more charm to it. Then I'm just gonna cut it, so now that one's hanging. So now with these push pins, what I'm gonna do is, where did I put the push pins? I know I had them here somewhere. Don't you just love it when you can't find something? Oh, here we go. Alright, so this board is 22 inches long. So half of that is 11. Well, this is actually the center. So now, if I take the center and do, let me see, if I have 4, I want to do the center, one there, one there, no, yeah. Let me see if I get this right. Well, you just want to push your pins in. Okay. So now, 1, 2, no, I gotta do it different. That's not right. I gotta do it every quarter. So 22, 11, so 5.5. So every 5.5. So here, and oh yeah, then 11, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. No, why can't I figure this out? Let me figure this out. I'll be back. I'm like having a brain fart right now. Alright, so where it was in the middle, and then the same distance from the end, I just put it in the middle of that, and then in the middle of that. So depending on how many you're gonna have. So now I'm just gonna put this one in the middle here. This one will go like right about here. And I'm just tapping it in with a hammer because it's a lot easier, because these are real hard to put in if you're just trying to put them in by hand. But you don't want to tap too hard because you don't want to, they're only plastic and you don't want to break them. And then this one will go down here. All right. So you get the picture, right? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to hang all of the cookie cutters from it, but I am not going to put, I don't know how I'm going to hang it yet on the wall. I have to run to Home Depot and get those saw teeth, you know, that you use for pictures and that. Or I might just put 2 nails in the back and tie ribbon to it and do like a nice Christmas ribbon with a bow. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So that'll be in the end of the video, how I decide to hang it and how it looks up on the wall in my kitchen. All right, so I'll be back. All right, so right where the star is, I'll be taking that down and hanging up my Mrs. Claus Cookie Company sign I made. And what I did was on the back, I just tied some string on a nail and, you know, hammered the nail down over it so it stays. And I just put some ribbon bows, which I don't know if I'm crazy about them, so I might take them off. And this was actually thicker ribbon that I cut thin, so it's fraying a lot. But I have to run out later, so I might run to the store and just pick up some regular ribbon. I think I want to do the buffalo check, the black and white. So, but I'll leave this on for now in case I can't find that ribbon. So I'm just going to hang this and then I'll show you how it looks on the wall. I'll be back. Alright, so it's finished now, and I have a nice little red tea towel I got from the Dollar Tree. The napkins are from Michael's. Is my antique rolling pin. There's a plate and my flower. The plate has goodies on it. And then there's the sign that says Mrs. Claus's Cookie Company with my antique butter cutter in her, whatever you call it. And I did put a ribbon, and that's what the cookie cutters look like from being hung. So I got the polar bear, the Christmas tree, the snowflake, and the snowman. And I think it looks really cute. I'm happy with the way it came out. And that red plate was just one of those silver chargers from the Dollar Tree that I painted with the red chalk paint, put it on a cake stand. So that's how it came out. So my next video will be how I did my hot chocolate bar that you see to the right. And I'll show you everything on that. But this is how my my little cookie area came out.